Welcome to my weekly video broadcast. I'm Dr. Neil Hopkin, the Executive Principal here at Fortis Education and Sunmarke School. Well, all of last week and actually for most of this week, our students have been very busy doing their baseline testing. That's the way that we measure the kind of progress that students make across the year. So we give them a little while to settle into perhaps what is a new school for them, but certainly to a new academic year. And then we start that testing as a baseline measure. Now, there's a great deal of controversy across the world of education, and there has been for the last 50 years, about testing students. And of course, some people believe that that's anathema, we shouldn't be doing it at all, and others believe that it's essential and it's the only way of knowing that students make progress. Here in Dubai, we're very committed to that as a process, and as every school has a target set to make sure that we are aiming ambitiously high to make sure that our children make great progress and we can compete with the very finest students elsewhere in the world. But the whole notion of really what a test can capture, of course, is something that people like to debate. On the one hand, there's an aspect of knowledge, and that's things that you gain perhaps from books, or nowadays, of course, from the internet as well. But also there's that sense of skills and understanding. That's what it's called within the framework here that we follow in the UAE. But we might call it in more colloquial language, intelligence. And I think when we're thinking about the kinds of tests that perhaps you may have sat as an IQ test, perhaps, the kinds of things that it actually measures for us live within the domain of knowledge. And what we're interested in within education is that sense of intelligence. It's not just having certain points that you realize exist in a certain place within your knowledge framework, but actually also the connections that you can make between all of those different points. And that ability to make connections, I think, for me, is the mark of intelligence. Our young children as students are always going to face challenges in life. That's part of life. But the art of life is actually learning how to navigate those. And testing is one way of seeing how children are able to think in an agile manner, to be flexible and to take their knowledge and skills, but combine that into an understanding of how to apply that in a different domain. So if your child is going through that experience right now, encourage them and perhaps role model for them some of the ways that you use your knowledge and skills to bring greater understanding and in so doing to enhance your intelligence. Thanks and have a great week.